Welcome to Primetime, everybody. I'm your host, Hunter James. I'm joined by my co-hosts, Carrie and Chad. How's it going, guys?
It's going great.
We're both a little sick, so if you
Yeah.
see us like coughing and blowing our
Aww.
nose, sorry in advance. It's just a little cold. Chad's fine. Chad might die.
So, yes, tonight we are doing an announcement special because we have a lot of cool plans that we're hopefully going to be able to get to by the end of the year. If not, then we're definitely going to see if we can do it by January at the latest. So let's start with that, guys, because I came up with a pretty fun idea back in October that I wanted to do the Primetime Awards, which is kind of like the Chainsaw Awards or the Dead Meat Awards. It's a horror centric award show, like the Oscars in a way. We have 7 categories that we're going to go over. We may add some more. We're not sure completely yet, but we have best film, best horror TV series, best actor, best director, best supporting actor, best villain, and best kills. Those are the top 7 right now. We're gonna have between 8 and 9, I believe, nominees in most of the categories. And then what's cool about this one is we're gonna let our fans vote on what the winners should be this year. So it's completely gonna be fan voted. So a way to add more interaction to the community. I'm super excited to get this started.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's kind of weird that, we've been doing this for a little while and we haven't yet done an awards kind of thing. Yeah,
Considering
it's
you're the Oscar guy.
yeah, exactly. So I think it's going to be fun. I mean, we've reacted to the Chainsaw Awards and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, and we've said our opinions on those awards. But now it's time for us to do our kind of our own thing, and let's see how it works out. We may have more categories than we listed here. We might just have those. Just
Mm-hmm.
depends on what we think might be appropriate.
Gary, any thoughts on the Primetime Awards coming up?
Yeah, I think this is going to be super exciting. I wish I had seen a few more of the movies that are going to be in this, but I'm also excited to see what people think about all of these movies. I think it'll be really, really cool to do.
Yeah, I'm super excited to get this. Now, the first year it's going to be just us 3 doing the hosting and the presenting of the categories because realistically, we're trying to start off slow before we add more presenters. And hopefully next year, if we do it again, we can get more presenters in. But this is the easiest way for us to do it. We're going to go live. We are still saying the date. Hopefully, December 30th is what we're looking for. If not, then a few weeks into January, we will be doing this. I really want to get these out before next year because then we have a lot of new horror movies coming out and things like that. I want to keep it kind of up to date as much as possible. But 2023 was a great year for horror as a whole, with so many great, unique movies, just like 2022. So we have a lot of different movies and different categories and different shows to kind of go through. And I can't wait to see what the community has to say about the nominees that are coming out very soon.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a good response to the poll, and we can try to get the word out there that we're doing this, and see if more people want to join the page and react, and actually like throw out some opinions or whatever. And maybe when we do the live show thing, maybe we'll get a good turnout of people supporting live, because we're just going to do it live. We do most stuff live
Yeah.
nowadays.
So much
But
easier on me to not edit, to not have to edit anything.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm very excited. Should we go ahead and announce some of the movies that we have put up for the best movie category, or should we wait for that till later?
Maybe let's wait. If you I don't know. I don't know if you want to tease any. I would just maybe wait, because we were actually thinking about adding
Mm-hmm.
something else maybe later, before we actually drop the poll, which should be soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe hold off on that for now. What do you think? Think that's a
Carrie, what do you think about that?
I'm fine either way.
she, she sounds so sick.
I'm
I feel
sorry.
so bad. But
it's your call, man.
yeah, we can wait definitely because I want to get some of the more of the categories set before we put it out. I think
Oh,
maybe mid-December I'll start putting the polls out
Yeah.
for to get the nominations and stuff and the polls start going. That way, by the end of December, if everything goes right, we'll have a tally of what will win the awards.
Yeah, a couple weeks is a pretty good time frame to have the polls sitting out there.
Exactly. So yeah, this episode's not going to be that long because there's not really
Yeah.
a lot we can really discuss right now. Just that the Primetime Awards will be coming. We're just getting things slowly going right now, but we do have one more announcement that I want to add. Something that I've been wanting to get back into trivia in a way that's not going to cause as much stress on my life as the doing the horror one is. So I was talking to Chad and Carrie last night, and I want to announce Workhorse Trivia, which is a bi-weekly live trivia match, 25 question Iron Man style. The first 20 questions will be game one, lose one with your whiteboard. The last 5 will be game one, lose one. So just like our old CWT Workhorse rounds. But the great thing is it's going to be on specific categories. So MCU, Scream, like different fun type of um, categories and franchises. And what's cool is we're going to do it where the champion will be able to pick in a way to defend their title. So if you're a champion, you can decide, all right, I want MCU, or I want, DCU, or I want, you get to decide the franchise that is going to be put in there. So we're gonna do a limit of 5 competitors with up to 2 hosts, so 7 people in total. And we're gonna have contenders matches, which leads to an overall championship matchups. So I'm super excited for Workhorse Trivia. Chad, thoughts on this kind of fun, unique trivia?
Yeah, I mean, when you pitched it, I was like, I've heard of and played in that type of trivia concept before, but I think we're kind of trying to gear it towards like our specific thing. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
just limited to horror because that would
Mm-mm.
get old really fast because there's just not a lot of franchises out there to
Everyone would pick
do.
Scream, and we'd run out of
Yeah,
questions.
exactly. So, I mean, Scream is one of those things that is possible, but we have so those are a couple that you could
Adam
pick that
Sandler will be fun.
Brian threw in there. Yes, it would be.
this
We
new
did it.
one
We
too.
did one over on JPO's channel, the Sandler trivia, and that was very, very fun. But yeah, we're going to start. Should I announce what we're starting with, the category?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're actually going to start with just Christmas/Christmas horror. So anything Christmas themed is what we're going to start with. We're going to have the 5 competitors. Whomever wins that will be able to, within reason, choose their own category, which I think is a really cool idea. I've seen other leagues where they take their suggestion and put it on either like a wheel or a poll or something like that. And if it won, then you got to play that. But we're going to have the winner actually be able to choose and decide. But it's going to be within reason. If someone says MCU, we're not going to take anything MCU or MCU related for a while, maybe a month, 2 months, something like that. So that we can get a plethora of stuff
New
because we know
questions.
certain things are very popular, like Scream, the MCU, just Harry Potter, a lot of these other things. And what we're going to do is, to keep it kind of fair, is anyone can sign up in the polls. Hunter or I or Carrie or someone will drop what the next thing is going to be, and people can just sign up in the post. And what we're going to do is we're going to take all those names and we're going to we haven't set a date yet, Brian, but we
Not
will
yet.
be sure to throw out a post soon. We're going to throw all the names on a wheel and we're going to choose the 5 that come. And that way it's like the most fair it could possibly be. So yeah, so I'm very excited for this. I think it's going to be really fun. We're going to start out bi-weekly. I thought that might be the best way to go instead of weekly. That's too
Yeah.
much of a headache, I think, to try to do every single week.
Mhm.
Bi-weekly will start out. If that ends up being like a little too much for the three of us or anything like that, then we might see it be a little bit more monthly or something like that. But hopefully it won't be, and we can have a lot of fun every couple weeks. And Hunter, do you want to announce what we're going to do after we get 5 winners?
Oh, yeah. So with this one, how it's going to work is we're going to do 5 trivia matches. In the biweekly format, so they're live, and then after that, we're going to take the 5 winners of those matches in like contenders matches and put them in a championship match. So every, what you said, 2.5 months, we'll have a championship match leading with 5 contenders matches biweekly.
Yeah, and then maybe like whoever wins that, and then once we get 5 champions, we'll do a champions of champions or something like that. But that's like a year down the road.
Yeah,
But
that's way down the road.
we actually haven't really talked much about like what the category for that championship match would be.
Mhm.
I'm imagine it might just be kind of a general trivia, like anything like movie trivia, but like
Yeah.
anything goes. And I don't know, maybe I haven't actually discussed this with Carrie or Hunter yet, but maybe we dip our toes into some TV trivia at some point if someone wants to throw out that kind of category. It
That
just
could be
depends
fun.
because we are the ones who are writing questions, so we would have to legit either find someone who is a fan of that show if we haven't seen it,
Mhm.
or don't feel comfortable writing questions for it. To write a bunch of questions, we could do that, contract it out, or
Yeah.
if it's a short show,
Look it
we
up
could
online.
yeah, if it's a short show, we could binge it, or you kind of look it up online. But I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't like Wikipediaing through like a TV show to
Yeah,
get
like a TV
questions.
show.
But it is what it is. Carrie,
Yeah.
do you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be really fun. It does become very challenging to write matches. I think especially if it's something, one of us isn't super familiar with.
Mhm.
But I think it's also cool in that it will probably expose us to a lot of new stuff that we might never have checked out before. And um, I think it'll be fun. And I think because we're doing it every month, right?
Every
Every
2
2
weeks.
weeks
Every
to
2
start
weeks. Yeah,
out.
I think
To
that'll
start
still
out.
give us like a good chunk of time to prepare and
Yeah.
everything.
And it's only like 30 questions. I think it's
Yeah.
like
Max.
25 questions is
And then
the
5 bonus
regulation, and then we might have more for if there's
overtime.
challenges, overtime, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, it's Iron Man for the most part, and then you have like the lose one. It's kind of like the Full Metal random that you have out there. Those kinds of matches are Yep, exactly. Well, there you go. See, see, Brian's on to
Full
us
Metal
already.
Random.
This is
Dang it.
actually, honestly, it's kind of a mishmash of a lot of different things we've been
Yeah.
exposed to. So it's not just Full Metal Random, but it's that. It's what was it? What was the king of the island, king of the mountain, from Jack of all trivia. So
Yeah.
that's part of like what we're doing too. So it's a little bit of a
Yeah.
mix mash of a lot of different things. But yeah, thanks to Malcolm and the guys over at
Mhm.
Jote, because I'm excited for this. I think it's going to be really fun. I hope we get a good turnout. I think starting out with something like Christmas will probably give us a pretty good turnout because
Mhm.
there's a lot of people who like to compete in like Christmas movie trivia and whatnot. We already got Brian like, when is it? So
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to throw my hat in the ring because I'm going to be writing questions, but yeah.
Yes, Brian. It is also taking from a show about trivia, which is
Yeah.
Jordan does like the specialty matches, like the Adam Sandler one we talked about and things like that. So it definitely has that influence as well. It also harkens back to when I used to do wrestling trivia. We had a division called the Workhorse Division, which was this kind of 25 question Iron Man style format that was really fun for us to do because it was super easy to write questions on. It didn't take a long time to write because we didn't have rounds or anything like that. It was really just a very simple, like basic trivia format that I really loved doing. That didn't require me to like look up IMDb quotes or anything like that. It was literally just write questions as basic as you can,
Yeah.
starting off kind of easier with the first 5 and then kind of ramping it up as we go along.
I could also see throwing a little bit of why we love horror trivia in there and doing a clips one or something like that.
Yeah, like
we could probably do
a
that.
clips match, or doing like a tagline match or things like that. That's not just franchise related.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, we're going to be limited to whatever the champion chooses. But maybe we mix it up when we have the champions of champions play. So we'll figure that out when it comes.
I just hope I get to write a Bob's Burgers match.
Carrie,
yes.
Carrie, sit out something, right? And then jump into
I just gotta win one.
That's what I'm saying. Win one. Sit out of writing.
But then someone would have to write it for me. Like,
yeah, someone will. Which is probably not me, but it's
that's something we can also get into. Is like, it would be cool to get into TV trivia, but as we said, if you don't know that TV show, it will take a while for us to be able to binge. Like something like Game of Thrones, for example, which is going to be a very popular one. Like,
yeah,
that's 8 seasons in 2 weeks. Come up with questions.
There's no way. Already got so much on our plates a lot of the times. There's no way we're going to be able to do that, but we might be able to contract it out. And that's the other thing too is, like we were talking about within reason, what we would have to do is generally what we want to do is after someone wins and they go, I want to do Game of Thrones trivia, then we kind of want to just like sit there and announce and go, all right, next time we're doing Game of Thrones trivia. But if someone throws out something like that, then we'll have to sit there and go, all right, Hunter, Terry, can any of us reasonably write Game of Thrones trivia? Or maybe can we contract it out to someone? Because, we each of us might know someone who is really good and might not want to play necessarily, and they could just write 30 questions about Game of Thrones or Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. And also, there is going to be a limit if you choose a movie franchise. What franchise considers to me is 3 movies or more. So we can't do like a single movie, trivia match. It has to be something that has 3 movies or more to be counted as a selection.
Yeah, that sounds appropriate. Maybe within reason. Like there may be exceptions. If it's like a 2 movie, there's not been a third one, but there's 2 movies, but there's a lot in those 2 movies or something, then maybe.
Yeah.
Or like a mini series or something like that, well, we can think about it. But yeah, I like that rule, Hunter. That's a good point.
Yeah. So there's definitely a lot that we can do with the workhorse trivia idea, and it's going to be so much easier. It'll be so much easier on us to write the questions because it's not just, it's not the 3-round, 40 to 50 total questions in, a trivia match or whatever. It's really just 30 questions, and it'll make it fun because it'll be different, franchises. It'd be like, okay, like I have to focus only on Scream, or I focus only on this franchise that maybe I've never heard of. So now I get to go back and, find really cool questions about it. So it's a way to kind of dip our toes back into trivia, but not go overboard like the way we did before, which was a problem for me at least.
Yeah. We could scratch that itch and then, just have some fun doing it and take breaks whenever we want, or whatever. We'll figure it out. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to bring up or you guys want to talk about before we head out? Because this is like a really short episode, pretty much. We just have those 2 things to announce.
Yeah, I think we're good. as far as Welcome to Primetime goes, we'll have to get in the new year. We're planning to get back to the brackets and stuff, because we're still going through the
Yeah.
decades. It's a whole project we planned out that we need. Yeah.
Speaking of, yeah.
We're gonna have to get back into that in January, because I know a lot of us are itching to get back into that. That's always really fun. And I'm not sure how many fans we have of this one, but ranking Buffy, I just love hearing Hunter's thoughts a lot of the times, because they're new. So he'll have to go through and finish him. He's almost done. Half of
I'm on
season 6.
episode. Yeah, I'm
wait,
on episode 4 of season 6.
Okay, yeah. So you got less than 30 episodes. So you're almost there.
We're almost done, guys.
Wait, no, more than 30 episodes. What am I thinking? Less than 50 episodes.
Yeah. It's like 40 something episodes.
I was like, wait, what am I thinking of? I thought you meant maybe you have 4 to go and then you're done with season 6. But yeah, I misspoke there.
Once 4 is done, will there be other brackets like comedies or animation?
We could actually discuss that, but not on Welcome to Primetime. That would be more of a, if we decide to do like a bracket show or something, which it could be an idea. I mean, I know Hunter, as soon as we started doing brackets, that boy was like, I love brackets. And I don't blame him. They're really fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we do something like that, like the guys over at Tournament Fights over at the Movie Hero Network do a lot of the time. We might do more of that, but other stuff too. Yeah, that's a good idea, Brian. We'll have to think about that.
But for right now on Welcome to Primetime, we're gonna stick to mostly horror brackets.
Yeah,
and go into stuff like more like movie reviews. Like I really want to get back to doing like some of the newer horror movie reviews. I think the Talk to Me review was really good because we had a lot of great points in that one. And then, of course, like Buffy, we got the brackets. There's a lot of stuff coming to Welcome to Primetime. I really like the idea of, like, as I said, getting back to single movies, because when you can review one movie and get all of our opinions on it, it really adds a really nice, like, back and forth to it. Like, maybe I love a movie that you guys don't, and we can get different views on the aspect of movies.
Yeah, the cool thing we could do is we can do a lot of new movies. Maybe at some point we can start just going through and talking about one classic movie, or we find, like Hunter was kind of talking about, we find a movie that Hunter loves that we don't necessarily, and we watch that and talk about it. Or okay, yeah. Well, we definitely have to talk about Midsommar soon, and Hereditary. We should maybe do a dual episode. I don't know if I'm ready to watch Beau is Afraid, but at least those two we could
That's
talk
like 3.5 hours. So
yeah, but either we could do just one episode per, or we can combine it. But also, one thing I want to do is either just a big review for, or a watch along where we watch Rubber. Because that's one that I know that Carrie and I really like, that Hunter hates, apparently.
No.
And
it's so stupid.
That's what I want to discuss. I want to see if Carrie and I maybe agree with you on rewatch, or maybe you agree with us, or maybe we still feel the same, but we can discuss it. You can discuss why it's so stupid. We can discuss why either maybe it's so stupid that we like it, or maybe it's good stupid, or maybe it's not even stupid. No, actually, it's brilliant, Hunter.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I think going back to doing, as you said, doing like classic reviews would be fun. Like maybe like every 2 weeks we do like a review, and then like bi-weekly we do like a special Welcome to Primetime where it's like a movie review special. Or if there's like a movie that we all want to talk about, that's a new movie, we can definitely come in and, all watch it and then talk about it.
Yeah, man.
Carrie, any thoughts on that?
Yeah.
You're muted.
Thank you. That sounds awesome to me. I think that'll be fantastic.
All right. So yeah, we definitely have a lot of stuff coming to the channel in the new year. I'm super excited to get to it. So yes, we have the Christmas horror match coming up very soon. Hopefully we can get it maybe mid-December. I'm gonna try to get the questions done by then. Shouldn't take me too long. Then I'm gonna put out the call out sheet for everybody who wants to join. And then we'll go from there. I'm super excited to see what the new year brings to us. I always say this, but like we always add new stuff every year that like really is fun to do, and I really hope we can get back to doing, just fun stuff that like is not going to add more stress to our lives. I think Carrie is muted still.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that you guys want to bring up before we head out?
No, I'm excited, like you said, for the future of the channel. A lot of this other stuff sounds really fun. And the stuff we've been doing, like brackets, I'm excited to get back to. We will drop the posts on some of the stuff by mid-December, which we're almost there. So in the next like week or so.
So weird to think it's already December.
Yeah, I know. 2023 is almost over. Hello, 2024.
Oh God.
I know. I feel ya.
Oh man, we're slowly getting older, and that's depressing. It can be, at least.
It's depressing. I'd like to. Jonathan Van Ness actually has this great philosophy about aging and how it's like a privilege to be able to age. So I try to keep that spirit, but it's very hard sometimes.
It really is.
The time goes very quickly.
Yeah, I will say it's been a pleasure to continue to do the show with you guys. Hopefully next year we get to do it more often. I know this year has been really crazy for us.
Yeah.
Just in general, but
yeah.
So hopefully next year, fingers crossed, that like we'll have time to start doing this more often, because every time I'm on here with you guys, it's so much fun.
We have a blast. Yeah.
All right, guys. So it's a very short episode tonight, but we just wanted to announce that stuff. Very exciting stuff coming to the channel. All right, Chad and Carrie, do you guys want to plug anything before we head out?
Over on the Movie Hero Network, Carrie and I are about to go talk Christmas adjacent movies. So go check that out. Tournament fight. So it's bracket style. So very excited for that.
And actually, I forgot. Chad and I will be facing Hunter and Jeremy in a Why We Love Horror trivia match. I know we're recording it on Sunday. I think it's going to come out later that week.
So if John's, if John Marr's track record of getting matches out, it should be out that Friday.
Yeah,
because he tries to get those teams matches out every Friday. So go check out Why We Love Horror Trivia. Very good trivia league. John Mark is killing it over there. The team league, it's so much fun. Me and Jeremy Adams are the Scream Kings, and then you have Chad and Carrie are Hell Paimon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
From Hereditary. So that's going to be a great match.
One more quick thing. Just check out the Dill Pickle Movie Network. We're doing Picture This, and we're talking The Apartment for Christmas. And other Best Picture nominees. So check that out as well. The Dill Pickle Movie Network.
Yeah, and also Dill over there is doing great work with the MCU trivia, which I'm a part of. I always have fun doing that. Me and Chad and JB3 recently had a triple threat match that was really fun. Spoiler warning, they kicked my ass, but I still had some fun. All right, guys. So if you did enjoy this, please hit that like button, subscribe to Nerd Entertainment Network down below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Have a great, happy holidays.